Hello, can you see me? Welcome, hello. All right, what up? I'm just in my car right now picking up some stuff. This is a shipment of crap we're sending to RTX. Got some new shirts here you can see, but that's not what the video's about. So, all right, anyway, picking that stuff up. And I was watching, as I was working today, I was watching some of the past streams from the Summer Games Done Quick, the speedrun stuff. And when it aired, I watched the Chrono Trigger speedrun. And I had some quick thoughts, just real fast, on that. And I wanted to get them out of my brain. I watched the Chrono Trigger speedrun, and I thought to myself, why are RPGs not good? Why are they not good? I guess JRPGs more specifically, but Chrono Trigger is one of the best JRPGs of all time. And it's still, to me, kind of unrivaled and not really topped by much. And I just thought to myself, why are RPGs not this adventurous and fun and crazy like they used to be? Why is there nothing like that on that level that's just such a big adventure, a big, awesome thing like this? I feel like this is just my opinion. Maybe people think today RPGs are better than ever, but my opinion is that now there's a lot of placement or important placement put on really over serious, over dramatic things that would make good cosplays, but not really exciting, fun stuff. And I tried to figure out, what is the difference? Why were they better? Why did I like those then rather than now? And I realized what it was, at least for me, and maybe it's different for other people, but Sakaguchi, Hironobu Sakaguchi, creator of Final Fantasy, but he also did Chrono Trigger. He was responsible for all those great old RPGs. And at least there were other games at that time too that weren't made by him, but were influenced by him. He was a huge Star Wars fan. And I think that's the heart of the matter. He was a huge Star Wars fan to the point that Biggs and Wedge were characters in numerous Final Fantasy games and in Chrono Trigger. He was a huge Star Wars fan, and it rubs off on every single thing that he did. All of his stuff has that same rebellious but partially comedic nature that the first Star Wars did, A New Hope, had. And what that was is a bunch of misfits. A bunch of misfits going somewhere they're not supposed to go to take down the man. And when I say misfits, I mean, what's Star Wars? It's a dirty farm kid, a pilot who doesn't give a fuck, a giant dog, an angry princess, and an old dude who's on his way out and dies. You know. Okay, so why were the old Final Fantasy so good? Well, let's talk about the most famous one, Final Fantasy VII. You have to take down a soul-sucking corporation. Who's the ragtag band in that game? An ex-soldier, a giant dog, a guy with a gun for an arm, a pissed-off pilot who doesn't give a fuck, a cute girl who's a bartender. It's the same kind of premise. And a lot of it, just like the original Star Wars, which is something the prequels lacked, and why they sucked, is that, 50% of it was humor. You know what I mean? A New Hope had Han Solo, disguising himself as a stormtrooper to get into the headquarters, to get into the Death Star. And he gets in, and they call him up. The soldiers are like, "Who is this?" And he goes, "Oh, nothing. Hi, we're fine. How are you?" And then he shoots the blaster. Boring conversation anyway. That's a funny gag. That's a really funny gag. And Final Fantasy was full of that kind of shit. And Chrono Trigger was too. Who's your group in Chrono Trigger? It's a silent kid, a princess, a cute little inventor girl, a robot, a guy who's a frog who doesn't want to be a frog. It's just ragtag bands of people taking on something way bigger than them that they have no right to be doing. And the thing is look at the finale of A New Hope, of Star Wars. It is not some sweeping, poetic, thing. It's not Luke having some big romantic thing. It's him flying a broken down half shitty ship trying to shoot a bullet into a hole. If the bullet doesn't go into that hole, it's not going to hit anything. And he guesses and he does it, you know? Yeah. So, I mean, so that's what I'm trying to, that's what I discovered is kind of like, they're all kind of in the same vein. And I really think it was Sakaguchi being a Star Wars fan that made those games that way. RPGs today, sorry, cover the camera. RPGs today, everyone is a princess or a prince or is dressed really regally or is hot, you know, or, you know, and the same thing happened to the Star Wars prequels, is everyone is special. Everyone's a Jedi. I'm the greatest Jedi. I'm going to be the strongest. I'm a prince. I'm a princess. I'm the leader of this organization. And it's all sweeping, beautiful stuff. It doesn't have rebelliousness and it doesn't have a sense of humor. It doesn't have someone poking fun at the whole thing and having a laugh even when a character dies. You know, there might be a laugh, but someone might die in the next scene. It's serious and humor meshed together in a really good way. Today, every Final Fantasy game is you know, what kind of regal princess? It's them making shit they want cosplayers to dress as. It's not really, the focus is not put on it being, you know, rebellious and funny, and I think that's what's missing in RPGs today. That was just a thought I had. I don't know what you think, if that's a bunch of bullshit. I just needed to get it out of my brain. There you have it. And that's what it's all about. What do you think? Are RPGs better today? Or are they no good? Or are they the same? Am I full of shit? Who knows? Woo!